A lot of my work as a somatic practitioner is supporting the body returning to the land. It's like a reweaving, it's really giving a new mythology for what healing is, right? When we look to nature as teacher, as guide, we see that the way nature heals is through a regenerative healing cycle, right? It's a life giving cycle. And so often in our lives, and especially in this mechanistic, materialistic, patriarchal, industrial growth complex culture that we've all been steeped in, it's really separated us from our own internal regenerative healing cycle. And as we begin to bring more attunement to, yes, our bodies, but also the way that earth heals and the way that our bodies feel upon the land, if we can begin to be held and guided by these seasons, it really supports us at coming home to our own true nature, to the nature that lives within our bodies. And as we see in this regenerative healing cycle, this growth cycle, so much of healing is an unlearning, right? It's we're unlearning the ways that we've been cultured. We're unlearning the ways that our bodies have built up defense mechanisms and protective parts and belief systems around safety and being supported by the earth, being supported by our environment. But we're hardwired for connection. Our bodies are meant to be in a living, breathing, intimate relationship with this planet. When we align our bodies to the rhythm of the seasons, we can begin to feel into ourselves, what seasons are we in, right? What do the seasons feel like as they come through our bodies? And it just gives us a little bit more permission, a little bit more compassion, even to be with the season we are in our lives. And I think this dominant culture that we're existing in right now, it really does breed that sort of separation of self, separation from our true nature, separation from that regenerative, life-giving, healing cycle on the planet. And it's a radical act right now to go, I'm going to feel into my body. I'm going to feel into the way that this season is supporting me. And each season carries medicine. We just had our new moon and we're entering into Scorpio. These are all really beautiful beginning moments. And as Jessica shared, in the pagan earth centered cultures, this is the new year. This is the beginning of the growth cycle because it's the ending of a growth cycle. It's the ending of the regenerative season, which means it's also the beginning of the regenerative season. And so, this threshold we're finding ourselves in right now is one of endings and beginnings. What in your life right now has come to fruition? What in your life right now has seen its full life cycle? What are we noticing, yes, in the environment and in the plants, but what are we noticing in our own lives has run its course? And that might be a belief system. That might be a habit. That might be a job. That might be a great many things. And within that ending comes a beginning. The harvest, yes, includes harvesting what has come to fruition that will dry or will preserve or will can and will take with us into the winter months, but also what seeds of our new beginnings, what seeds of what we want to take with us into this next growth cycle are here for us to be with.
Find out more on advaya.life.